Guys, how's it going? It is NumbNexus bringing you guys another Pokemon Showdown battle against a guy called Scraftme2. Ancient battle I had in June, somewhere around there, in the beginning of the summer. It was on my friend's birthday for his birthday special, and I had it with a good buddy of mine, Keith, so I'll make sure to leave that in the description because we did a live on it that exact same day it was his birthday. And it'd be really nice if you guys actually check that out. But I'm uploading this really and mainly because I didn't have time for an LP. School started, I didn't have time for it. So this might become quite often where I just upload like replays and stuff. I hope you guys don't mind about that, but it's the best that I can do until a new com just comes in where I'll have multiple amount of time just to do that. But in the meantime, this guy is a very threatening team, to be honest. It's really quite hyper offensive, to be honest. It's his Specs Gardevoir, and honestly that just scared me. He has a Specs Gardevoir and a banded sock. That's not pretty. So we're gonna see how this match comes out to be. I lead off with Prime as he leads off with his Gardevoir. Safe U-turn as always, just to get that powerful damage. As I'm going to come out here into my Ampharos, thinking I can take a hit. I didn't even know it was Specs, but they get that absolute crit, and that just destroys me. So that's really unfortunate because I would have loved to have my Ampharos around to at least take one solid hit from Samurott and just destroy it, or maybe from Skuntank. But I guess not, so I'm just going to go here for the safe fake out just to get that damage. And a lot of people really deny Kangaskhan. He's really good, and Scrappy just really helps him out. But he goes for the Will-O-Wisp here, trying to residual damage on my Vileplume. I'm guessing he wanted to hit it on my Kangaskhan mainly, as for some odd reason he lets his Gardevoir die. I don't know why, but his Gardevoir dies. Now, I knew he was going to set up the sub. I knew he was sub-seed looking at his team. So I go for the Sludge Bomb, trying to make him not go for the sub, forcing him to attack me, and let myself die because I don't need it, to be honest. Everything on his team basically either walls it or destroys it. So I let that thing die off, and I'm not going to come out here into my Primeape, trying to get that U-turn damage on him. But alas, that does not happen, and he's going to come out into his Skuntank. Now, I thought he had Poison Touch from the way he did that, but it seems that he has a safe Aftermath. So I'm just going to stick here and go out into my Kangaskhan and just go for the return and destroy this guy. Though it's really unfortunate, the Aftermath damage is just incredible. It is just incredible. That did way too much damage. As he comes with a Sock, I really didn't need my Kangaskhan. I should have just returned, to be honest. But I went out to my Golurk, and that was an incredible overprediction that the guy did there. As he sets up a Swords Dance, I kind of figured that he'd set up, so I stayed in, attacking rather than setting up rocks. As I get to Confusion, really hoping that he hurts himself in Confusion, and he raises his attacks, as Confusion will hurt himself even stronger, as that does a solid 42% to his own HP, which is incredible. As, he's just going to put me to sleep. I thought he'd kill me, and I knew I could take a Giga Drain since he's Sub-Seed, but I guess not, so I'm going to come out here into my Kangaskhan as he goes for a sub, which is okay. I knew a Fake Out would not break that sub right away, so I'm just going to go for the return, as that does Biddly Dunkins because he's under a sub, and my Kangaskhan is basically dead. Really unfortunate, but I'm not going to go here for the U-turn. Really obvious, but I want to play it safe. I don't want to be too aggressive on this guy, seeing as he knows what he's doing. As I come out into my Samurott, and it's named after my buddy, because, you know, it was his birthday. He goes for the Will-O-Wisp. Now, I lied to him in the chat section, telling him that I was sub-Swords Dance. And he believes me, so he stays in regardless since he believed me. And then he switches out, and I just go for that powerful Hydro Pump. And he gets destroyed. He basically gets destroyed, and he just dies. He just died. The crit definitely mattered, but he just died. So that is a Modest Life Orb. That is just incredible. Not Modest Life Orb, Modest Lefties. It's more of a bulky attacker, but he lived. That Sock lived. I was done when I saw that. So I come out into my Golurk, trying to predict a close combat, as he just goes for the EQ, making that awesome prediction. So that was a good play, as he could have gone for another one, to be honest. I mean, he outsped me. I don't know what he was doing. But I am still asleep, as Golurk phenomenally takes his Shadow Ball like a monster. Really well, surprising, only to 53, as I'm going to be able to set up the rocks, which ended up mattering because his Sock is basically dead after those rocks. And I only have to get rid of his Mischievous, which ends up being a huge pain. Now, as you're going to see here, he is destroying my team with this Mischievous. Bulky attack and Mischievous is a monster. Now, that Hydro Pump doesn't even kill. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think that was from Torn Range, as, I think it was. I wasn't paying attention to the screen at the moment, but I'm just going to destroy him off with an Ice Punch, and that'll be the game. So, good game to you, Scraftme2. You played very well, guys. I'll have a LP part of Manly Pink actually up tomorrow. I promise you guys that. And in the meantime, guys, I will see you later. Peace.